Hey everyone, Justin from Fireside Games, and in this video I'll be showing you how to combine Castle Panic with Engines of War and the Dark Titan expansions. If you haven't seen the one on how to play Castle Panic with Engines of War, you'll want to watch that first. It covers basic setup and all you're going to need to know to get started. This one's going to be about what happens when you put these two together. Let's get started. Setup for playing Engines of War with the Dark Titan begins by checking the rulebook to see which monsters you need to remove from both Castle Panic and the Dark Titan. Then you're going to want to add all the monsters from Engines of War to the monster pile, and you're going to put your 6 starting monsters out. In this case, we have a specific recipe we recommend of which 6 monsters to put out, and that is 2 trolls, 1 orc, 1 elite orc, 1 elite goblin, and 1 goblin saboteur. Place those on the board, then you're ready to get a starting hand to each player. Each player is going to get the same number of cards they would in regular Castle Panic. So for a 3 to 5 player game, you'll get 5 cards. But again, you'll get 4 castle cards and 1 resource card to start the game with. When it comes to field equipment, remember that the barricade and the pit actually do damage to monsters that hit them. So in the case of the boom troll, he would explode as soon as he hit and attacked that, since it's considered a castle structure. However, the spring trap does no damage, so it just throws him back. It doesn't cause his effect to trigger. It's also good to know that support tokens are not affected by field equipment. They can move right past them. Also, if the boom troll does contact the castle, not only does he destroy the wall and the tower as normal, he also would destroy your keep. Boom. When using the Ballista and Catapult in the Dark Titan and Engines of War, remember that boiling oil has a color value. Not only that, it actually acts as an attack in the swordsman ring, so you can think of it as a blue swordsman, definitely being useful as one of your 2 cards needed to make an attack. It's also important to note that elite monsters normally have to be rolled to attack, but not if you're attacking them with the Ballista and the Catapult. You don't have to roll, those hits are automatic. When it comes to Catapult and Ballista attacks, remember that support tokens are immune. Since they're on your side, you wouldn't attack your own troops, so even if they're placed in the same area that you were firing an attack into, they're not affected. That goes for Catapult attacks or Ballista attacks. Remember that Agranok is a brute. If you attack him with the Catapult, instead of the normal 3 points of damage, he only takes 2. And if you attack him with the Ballista, whether it's to target him or if he's in the space behind the targeted monster, he only ever takes 1 point of damage. Also, it is good to keep in mind that Agranok is affected by field equipment, so you can use the spring trap to move him back, the barricade, and the pit. If you're resolving the equalizer token, don't forget that you do not place heralds. Any heralds you draw go back in the pile. They don't come out because of equalizer. There are a few rules for support tokens I want to cover real quick. The first one is that if encampments are in play, they do not determine where support tokens come into play. You always roll the dice to determine where the support token comes into play. Now, if you roll and you do place a support token in the same space as an encampment, they will fight immediately. It's the same as if they've been placed into a space with a monster, so they'll just battle each other like so. If the players manage to get the supply wagon into the castle, you now have the option to draw either from the castle deck or the resource deck when you're getting your reward cards. So that's an overview of how to combine Engines of War with the Dark Titan. Hope it helps, and if you're interested in combining all the expansions, go ahead and watch the other video that explains how to play Engines of War with Wizard's Tower so you're up to speed on that. And then just consult the rulebook. We've got a little guide right here that tells you what to take out, how to set up the game, and any changes to your card size. That should get you going. Good luck defending the castle.